Welcome back to Houseless Reactions, where we're always here to have a good time. Yeah! Today, we're going to be checking out 2 scary Ouija board stories, animated.
This is an absolutely true story that happened to me. I am 51 years old now and living in Texas. I grew up in Northern Virginia, and this is a story that happened to me when I was 16 years old.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, you're 51 and you're playing the Ouija board?
My friends and I would meet at one of our friends, Judy's apartment, each evening. One evening, Judy invited a new friend she knew from childhood. I don't remember her name, but she practiced black magic and believed she was a witch.
That's not good, man. She's got a witch in your group, bro?
This particular evening, she brought a Ouija board and lit candles.
I'm already creeped out. This music is creepy enough by itself.
So I was intrigued and participated. As she asked questions, the slide moved to yes or no, and then later to spelling out answers. She had determined that a young female spirit lived in the board and that she was beautiful and had been a cheerleader for our high school many years ago. She was angry at her boyfriend because he had killed them both in a drunk driving accident. She wasn't angry that he got her killed. She was angry that her face had been mangled.
Wow, a straight up shallow ghost.
Trying to get her to trust us, that we wouldn't judge her appearance. And finally, the spirit agreed to show herself.
Wow, she's too shallow about her looks to show her ghost self?
All 5 of us piled into the small apartment bathroom, turned off the light, closed the door, and lit candles.
It's about to go down, you guys.
The witch chanted some words, and after a while, we all saw the girl in the mirror. It was horrific, and I did not expect it to work, let alone expect such horror.
Half her face is missing, man.
We all fought to get out of the bathroom at the same time, breaking the hinges. After a while, we settled down to talk about what we saw.
I would be wigging out, man, seeing people in the mirror. I would kick that witch out of my house.
Told us that we needed to go to the old stone church on the outskirts of town. We were all leery, but agreed.
Wait, I missed something. Why are they going to the church outside of town?
And arrived at the bottom of the hill leading up to it around midnight. The witch said that the girl was buried at the cemetery next to the church at the top.
They're going to go dig up skeletons? What's wrong with these people?
Car running, and we all got out.
I would have told that witch to screw off, man.
Church, peering in the old windows. We all heard a loud scream and ran back towards my car. I was running through the cemetery, trying to be careful not to bang my knees on any tombstones. I ran into the back of one of my friends in the cemetery. We couldn't see anything, it was so dark. I jumped into the back seat of my car, and one of my friends was already in the driver's seat. I said, "Go, go, go!"
Right, go, 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 let's go!
Felt gobs of spider webs between my fingers. When I turned on the light inside my car, I noticed it was not cobwebs. It was gobs of white hair.
That's not your friend, buddy.
That I run into the back of in the cemetery. All of my friends said it wasn't them. Who did I run into the girl in the Ouija board? Was the white hair from her? We made it down the windy road to the main road, and a man at the bottom was standing there with a shotgun.
What happened to the girl's body? Didn't they go there to get the girl's body?
Driver's side window, shouting to get out of here and don't come back. I noticed 2 small twin girls in white nightgowns standing on the L-shaped porch of the home with yellow.
Oh, that's creepy, man.
It freaked me out. I said, "Go, go, go!" We spun out on the main country road and sped away. We got pulled over by a county sheriff deputy for speeding.
Imagine explaining that to the police. Hey, we're trying to outrun ghosts here.
He approached the car and asked us why we were speeding. And we all told him there was a man with a shotgun who threatened us back at the home at the bottom of the road to the old stone church. The county deputy shrugged his shoulders and told us there were not any homes within 20 miles of here, and to go home for the night.
Wow, so where they were, they didn't even know that guy was a ghost.
The next day, we all decided to go back out to the old stone church during the day to confirm that there was a home there. When we arrived, we saw the old stone church at the top of the hill, but there was no home at the bottom of the road.
Wow, yeah, that was creepy, man. First the person in the mirror, and then the home that wasn't there. I don't know, that's why I don't play with Ouija boards.
On Friday the 13th, my friends and I decided to plan a sleepover. So we decided to have it at my friend Marissa's house. So we were at her house and we had some...
This is a little too much Valley Girl for a Ouija board story, man. It's nowhere near as creepy as that last story.
One of my other friends, we'll call her Haley, she was like, oh my gosh, we should go play the Ouija board now, because they knew that I brought it.
Like, oh my god, we should totally summon demons!
So we're playing, and I start getting really freaked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get possessed, like, oh my gosh. Because I was so scared that, like, because we talked to this really mean ghost, I thought...
This girl's just a little too over the top, like, oh my god, we're gonna see ghosts! Oh my god!
Tears are, like, streaming down my face, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, so I kept saying, like, I could see it. It was, like, in the mirror. It was really scary.
Wow, so I guess that's the thing with the Ouija board, is seeing people in the mirrors.
Ghost named Dan and his...
That's why I don't mess with no Ouija board, man.
And he kept saying 40 cuts in the bathtub, and then, like, 790. We looked it up. It means love and, like, comfort. So we were like, do you want us to love you? And he said he has a daughter. And eventually we got this story that he had a daughter, and she was, like, kidnapped, and then she, like, killed herself, I guess.
Wow, dude, that's a little too much.
It was really, really sad. So we felt bad, and I kept wanting us to dig him up. And he said he was under the house. He was under the floor.
Why are all these people going after buried bones, man? Don't listen to ghosts. Don't dig people up.
The ghost girl's name was Erin, and she was 12, and she was turning 13 the next day. So we were like, do you want us to sing happy birthday? And he said yes. And we said at midnight. And he said no. And I said, what time? And he said 6. So I was like, oh gosh, we have to wake up at 6 in the morning. So then, like, everyone started getting creeped out. So we had to, like, stop because not everyone was, like, comfortable with it. So we stopped playing, and I put it away, and I was terrified. I was like, I'm not comfortable.
I bet you were terrified, man. You're a teenage girl. I'm a grown man. I'd be terrified of some ghost. That's why you don't play with the Ouija board.
Like, dude, this is what happened. And I told her the story, and I was like, I am so scared. I was crying. Like, it was bad. I was crying really hard, and I was like, I don't want to get possessed. So she's like, oh, it'll be okay. Just be glad that you said goodbye. I mean, you're still stupid.
That is the number one rule about the Ouija board I've heard, is you always say goodbye. Never leave the conversation open.
And my mom, she took me home, and she's like, leave that board in the garage. It is not coming in the house. So I was like, okay. When I woke up at 7, and I did sing happy birthday to Erin because I promised Dan that I'd sing at 6. So I sang happy birthday, and I'm good. I just don't like being home.
The ghost is about to be real upset with her.
But that's my story of my scary Ouija board.
So nothing happened when you missed the 6 o'clock deadline? That's surprising. I thought something would happen to her because she was late. Ghosts aren't nothing to be messed with. Alright guys, so that was 2 scary Ouija board stories, animated. I enjoyed both videos. Honestly, the first one really creeped me out. There was some stuff that made my skin crawl. The second one was just a little too much Valley Girl for me, you know? All the stuff that happened to her was truly scary, but the way she was telling the story, it was like she was just too upbeat, you know what I mean? If you liked today's video, go ahead and smash that like button for me. If you'd like to see more videos, hit that subscribe button so you'll be up to date with all my great videos. I want to thank you guys for joining me today on Houseless Reactions, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright guys, bye!